Good evening everyone. Thank you for providing me an opportunity to present my work at this platform. This study was conducted in Khunti district of Jharkhand, where I have been working as Prime Minister's Rural Development Fellow since 2 years. Before going into the presentation, I'll quickly talk about the district in order to give the context of the studied area. Khunti is predominantly a tribal area with 78% of the population belongs to the tribal community, and to the majority of the tribes is a Munda tribe. Major occupation in this region is agriculture and forest based livelihood, and district has 86 panchayats across the 6 block. Yeah. So this is how the presentation will flow. Firstly, we will have a cursory look at the overview of implementation of NREGA in Khunti in terms of asset created, category wise work provided to women, and specifically the performance of Khunti and Jharkhand in implementation of irrigation wells. And then we'll move on to the findings on how irrigation well projects has benefited the families and communities, those who got the irrigation well on their individual lands. And lastly, I'll share some of the case study based on my experience. Yeah, so purpose of this study is to see whether the wells is a quality asset, or has it affected rural community as a whole, or and then to analyze the effectiveness of NREGA in giving identity to tribal women in terms of financial and social empowerment. The study is based on both primary and secondary data. Secondary data was obtained from MIS and Yojana Panjis, etc. The qualitative, as far as is concerned, it was collected from FGDs and interviews from major stakeholders like Gram Pradhan, Mukhyas, Rozgar Sevak, and job card holders. Total of 202 wells were physically verified, and well owners were interviewed. Total of out of six districts, 2 panchayats were selected, and from 2 panchayats, 2 villages were selected. So the total sample size is 6 blocks, 12 panchayats, and 24 villages. So this is the snapshot of implementation in Khunti. Total registered households are 1,07,794. Out of that, 30% was women who availed work. 46% were ST households, and 12% was SC households. Yeah, so this is the status of asset created in year 2012 and 30. So we can see that the highest priority is given to water conservation and rural connectivity works. In an FGD with BDOs and Gram Sevaks and Gram Panchayats, it was found that there was a shift from wage generation to asset creation from 2010, and the reason identified was there was a features added in the MIS that they will have to upload a picture of when the work is started, when the work is in the middle level, and when the work is completed. So there was a shift in wage generation to asset creation. This is the status of work category wise participation of women in different schemes. Like, as we can see that works which is directly related to enhancement of livelihood and betterment of family, like water conservation, irrigation to ST families. In such schemes, participation of women is higher than schemes like construction of Bharat Nirman, Rajiv Gandhi Sahay Kendra, because this does not improves the household financial conditions. This is the employment pattern. As we can see, April to June is the highest peak period of NREGA, turnout of NREGA wage laborers, and after July there is a decline, because July to December is a paddy cultivation season in Jharkhand, and during this phase only landless laborers, that is scheduled caste population, turns up for work. And this Khunti being the 5th scheduled area, landlessness is not the issue with tribals, because 2 to 5 acre is the average land holding size in the tribal families. Okay, so this is the specific issue I wanted to talk about, is implemented execution of irrigation well project under NREGA in Jharkhand. A total of 93,335 wells in 3 financial year has been completed. This kind of things happen only in states like Andhra, and never positive things never comes out from Jharkhand. But in that view, this was remarkable. And secondly, this is also important to note because well is a pakka asset. It's not a kacha work. It doesn't get washed away during monsoon. So in that way, it is important. Okay, so this is the performance of specifically Khunti district. A total of 3,556 wells were taken up and completed it is almost 70%. In order to give the background of this, why this irrigation wells were taken up, or was this a decentralized planning or not? In year 2010, government of Jharkhand decided centrally that every panchayat will have to sanction 50 wells. So, I mean, there was a large scale the program was taken up. This was not decentralized program. This was pushed program. This was forced program that you will have to take wells. Well will be the only work which will be given priority under NREGA. So, from 2010 to 2013, it was only well construction in NREGA. Okay, so these are the findings based on the interviews of 202 well owners. Before and after well construction, we can see, there's a increase in agricultural productivity. Initially, it was just paddy, and after that, the land was kept fallow throughout the year because there was no source of irrigation available. And now, with the source of irrigation, the farmers the laborers have moved from monocropping to 2 to 3 crops a season. And there was significant increase on net profit earned by them, depending on size of land. Those who had less than 3 acres of land reported that 30,000 was the net annual profit that they earned from sale of vegetable, and those who had more than 5 acres of land reported 70,000 to 80,000. Yeah. So, roads, field channels has helped the community to get the community assets, and then roads and such things has improved accessibility to markets because most of the livelihood is obtained from non-timber forest based producers, and there's no direct access to market due to road connectivity, and then they were dependent on middlemen to procure their NTFP. But now with the coming up of roads and there has been access to markets, and it has improved. The household incomes has been also improved. Out of 24 villages, those who benefited, individual farmers, those who benefited with the well reported increased agriculture productivity. Food security was also highest. And the first thing after improvement in household income they did was putting children from government school to private school. That was the first thing they did, the benefited family. Okay, so these were the statement of well owners. Out of 202, 120 said that yes, well is a durable asset. They see it as a durable asset. We can see that 35 of them said that they made out of pocket expenses to complete the well. And this was because on a large scale they took up the project, and because this is a material driven program, 40% is the material driven thing. So there was a shortage of stone and such materials, and that is why the prices went high, and some of the beneficiary ended up in spending from their own pockets to complete the well. Not depend. Yeah, this is very important. 175 of the 202 say that they are no more dependent on NREGA for wages, because through the irrigation sources, the product. They work on their own field, and there is no need for waiting ki kaam kab khulega and when we will get the work.
What was the money spent per well?
What was the per well ranging 1,78,000 to 2 lakh. By this, 60 with 60-40 ratio. 60 is the labor component, 40 is the material. Okay, so in a 24 villages there was FGDs conducted with women on how NREGA has helped them as an economic opportunity provider, because we see around 33% of women participation in NREGA. So they and the wage payment is directly coming into the accounts of women. So it is kind of given them a sense of financial independence and choice on spending their wages. So this is the approximate percentage of where they spend their wages. mostly spend on food and consumer goods, because like rice is what they produce and vegetables is what they produce. Other things is available from market, like groceries and all of this. So this is the thing. Saving is like it's very minimal. Like we can say the highest is 6% saving. Other expenses, major expenses is on festival and religious activities. Okay, these are some of the case studies. I like met 202 farmers. She was one of them. She comes from one of the most affected district of the block, where very minimum monitoring is there from the district level. It's the block is called Rania. It is a heavily Naxal affected block, and when the well was sanctioned, her husband was not in the place. He was migrated for work. So she had to work as a mate on her own well, to run behind Rozgar Sevaks to get the material component money, to procure the stones and all. And this is, so this is the case, like how her, this family's life is transformed from like not having food security to increase in like household incomes and quality of life. This one is the case study of community assets that I created. The above one is a field channel, which is a community work, but helped 5 individual farmers to develop their land, because this also checks the soil erosion. The next is a community pond, which it is a source of drinking water for animals, and also it helps farmers to get the small scale fisheries. Okay, this one is again the construction of well to a marginal farmer, and next one is a convergence model with like plantation with forest department. This is the example of Rajiv Gandhi Seva Kendra, which is constructed in one of the block, and Kacha Road. So one interesting thing was found that this has helped in increasing institutional deliveries, because there was the primary health cares are like 25 to 20 kilometers from the villages, and there is no connectivity to reach to the hospitals. And with coming up of roads and transport facilities, people have like women goes for institutional deliveries rather than home deliveries, and this has a positive impact on mother and child health as well. Okay, so this is a convergence model of NREGA plus NBA. The individual household toilets has been constructed in one village. A total of 300 toilets is constructed in this particular village, and this village is now open defecation free village. So what I have been talking about is like Wales has done a lot of good things in in Jharkhand, but does it mean that Jharkhand has done? There's no more scope to do well, because we can say that there are significant part of which is not been completed. And after 2010, there has been no reviews from the state government on wells. So there is a clear decline, and there has been no progress after 2013. Now the state's entire focus has been Aadhaar. पहले था कि कुआं बनाओ till 2013. After that, now अभी आधार लाओ. So and it also reflects the little acknowledgement of PRIs, because it was not a decentralized planning. It was a centralized planning, and it was a centralized planning, and this vacuum, and why pushed approach worked in Jharkhand is due to the vacuum created by long-term absence of Panchayati Raj in Jharkhand, and they are not strong enough, capable enough to put the pressure on local administration. And secondly, like in Khunti, Narega Sahayata Kendra works. So in Khunti there is like awareness about how to demand work, where to go if we are not getting our wages and what. But other blocks where no typical NGOs or no any kind of NGO works, so it's very difficult in those areas. The performance has been affected. So yeah, my conclusion is that there is a shift from wage generation to asset creation, but if such kind of implementation would have happened in Andhra Pradesh, they would have linked it with irrigation pump set and optimized the use of resources, but it has not happened in Jharkhand. And secondly, the next big thing in Narega, like technically it is Aadhaar, but on the ground it is convergence. Until and unless we will converge it with the other programs, we will not see the result which were envisaged. Thank you.